We dig all kinds of muscle cars here at Muscle Car of the Week. But today, we're recognizing some of the cool features on Mopar muscle cars in a special called Top 10 Traits of Mighty Mopar Muscle. In the number 10 slot, we're taking a look at the very cool 1971 Plymouth Roadrunner and the Roadrunner head found right in the grille. All the car companies were trying to go after that youth market because if you can sell somebody a car when they're young, well, you might hook them for life as a lifelong customer. And Plymouth was struggling to find a connection between their new midsize car and the youth market. So, in an ingenious little trick, they branded it the Roadrunner right after the cartoon character. Of course, you couldn't catch the Roadrunner. It was agile and fast and stopped instantly, and that's the image that Plymouth wanted to portray with the new Roadrunner muscle car. And they incorporated the Roadrunner bird graphic throughout, but we think the neatest example is the little head right in the grille. In our number 9 slot is the famous pistol grip shifter. There's something satisfying about the shape of that pistol grip handle in your hand as you row through a 4-speed transmission. It's a little bit different from a T-handle or a ball in that your fist actually is more vertical, but it sure feels good going through the gears. Number 8 is the 3 2-barrel 6-pack or 6-barrel intake manifold, depending on if it was a Dodge or a Plymouth, because they were named differently. But the mission was the same: to be able to deliver as much air and fuel possible to a high-performance Chrysler V8 engine. These were installed on everything from 340s and the Dodge Challenger TAs and AAR Cudas, all the way up to 383s and 440s and other cars, like this A12 Roadrunner. They ran hard and they looked super cool. It was almost a shame to cover them with the big air filter unit. Our number 7 trait of mighty Mopar muscle is the exhaust bright tips, which are more commonly known as the machine gun tips because of their heat shield appearance with the open slots. These are some of the coolest exhaust tips ever, with the slash cuts, the red inserts, and the chrome tip. It's just super cool. Our number 6 top trait is kind of an advertising deal. It's the Billboard Stripe found on the side of Plymouth Cudas that told the world what engine was under the hood. The giant Billboard Stripes not only provided potentially disparaging information, but also a nice black or accent colored design cue that really helped these cars stand out from the crowd. Number 5 is perhaps the mightiest trait, the legendary 426 Hemi Engine. Much has been said about the 425-horse dual quad, heavy-breathing, NASCAR-inspired race car engine for the street. But even today, if you see one, you just have to stop it. Number 4 is the TorqueFlite 727 transmission. Now, most people agree that manuals are way more fun to drive and muscle cars need a 4-speed stick coming through the floor. But racers found out that the TorqueFlite 727 automatic transmission was not only super strong, but it was extremely consistent when drag racing. And the 2,600 RPM stall speed helped get cars off the line quickly and become championship racers. Our number 3 trait is shared among other brands of muscle cars. It's called the Tic Toc Tach, and it's a tachometer and a clock all built into one unit. And these were found in other manufacturers' vehicles, but we like the design of the Chrysler one, so we included it in our top 10 list. Number 2 is the super cool air grabber hood. This was an active hood scoop that would open on command and would allow your heavy-breathing Chrysler V8 to get a breath of fresh air when going down the road. Air scoops themselves are not exclusive to the Mopar line, but this one's a little different, especially the way it opens and reveals the toothy grin of the air grabber on the side of the scoop. It provides just as much entertainment as it does performance increase. And finally, on my unofficial list of 10 top traits of mighty Mopar muscle is another appearance item, the AAR Strobe Stripe. I've mentioned this before that I think this is about the coolest graphic ever put on any muscle car, but I also love the way that it starts with the Dan Gurney All-American Racers red, white, and blue shield emblem, and then strobes down the side of the car, making it look like it's going 100 miles an hour even when it's standing still. All of the details and cars featured in this episode are from the Brothers collection, and you can find full features on each one by going to our Muscle Car of the Week website or scoping out our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back next time with another awesome car from the Brothers collection.